The nature of impermanence, a deep reflection. Like morning dew upon the grass, all things shall fade, all things shall pass. The river flows, the seasons turn, nothing stays, yet all we learn. In Buddhist philosophy, impermanence, anicca, is one of the three fundamental characteristics of existence, alongside suffering, dukkha, and non-self, anatta. Impermanence is the universal truth that everything in life is transient, constantly evolving, and subject to change. Nothing, whether physical, emotional, or conceptual, remains the same forever. From the smallest details of existence, such as the fleeting presence of a dewdrop resting upon a blade of grass, or a flower petal drifting to the earth, to the grandest cosmic phenomena, like the movement of celestial bodies or the rise and fall of entire civilizations, everything is in a continuous state of transformation. Even life itself is governed by this law, as all beings inevitably experience birth, aging, illness, and death. Understanding impermanence and its role in human suffering. One of the most profound realizations in Buddhist teachings is that clinging to permanence is a primary cause of suffering. Human beings have a natural tendency to become attached to things, people, and circumstances, desiring them to remain unchanged. We seek stability in relationships, possessions, and status, yet everything we hold dear is inevitably subject to the passage of time. When we fail to recognize the transient nature of existence, we set ourselves up for disappointment, frustration, and sorrow. However, by deeply contemplating impermanence, we can free ourselves from unnecessary suffering. When we acknowledge that change is inevitable, we begin to detach from unhealthy attachments and expectations. Rather than lamenting what is lost, we learn to appreciate each moment for what it is, without trying to grasp or control it. This understanding fosters a profound sense of peace and acceptance, allowing us to experience life without fear of loss or resistance to change. For example, consider the relationships we hold dear. If we are conscious of the fact that our loved ones, like everything else, are impermanent, we are more likely to cherish the time we have with them, express love more freely, and cultivate gratitude for their presence in our lives. Instead of taking them for granted, we recognize that each interaction is precious, knowing that nothing lasts forever. This perspective helps us live more fully in the present, appreciating what is rather than mourning what was or fearing what may come. Impermanence as a source of hope and transformation. While impermanence often carries connotations of loss, it is also a source of hope and renewal. Because nothing stays the same, suffering is never permanent. Just as the seasons change and night gives way to dawn, every hardship, every moment of pain, and every difficult situation will eventually pass. This truth reminds us that no matter how dire our circumstances may seem, they are temporary. With time, healing takes place, wounds mend, and opportunities for growth and change arise. This realization empowers individuals to take control of their own lives. Rather than feeling trapped in suffering, one can embrace change as an opportunity for transformation. A person experiencing failure can find solace in the knowledge that setbacks are not final. A person enduring heartbreak can take comfort in knowing that pain will fade with time. Impermanence assures us that new possibilities are always ahead, making life a continuous journey of evolution and self-discovery. Applying the wisdom of impermanence in daily life. The philosophy of impermanence is not just an abstract concept. It is a principle that, when fully understood, can profoundly improve the way we live. Recognizing that every moment is unique and will never return helps us cultivate mindfulness, gratitude, and appreciation for even the simplest aspects of life. In relationships, instead of holding grudges or allowing trivial matters to create distance, we become more forgiving and compassionate, knowing that time is fleeting. In personal growth, we stop fearing failure and change, realizing that every experience, good or bad, is just a passing phase. In facing loss, when something dear to us is taken away, we acknowledge that this is the nature of existence and find peace in accepting the ebb and flow of life. Ultimately, impermanence is the key to true freedom. When we stop resisting change, fearing loss, or clinging to what is beyond our control, we experience a profound sense of liberation. Instead of being burdened by attachment, we learn to flow with the natural rhythm of life, embracing each moment as it comes and letting go of what has passed. Thus, within the ever-change of existence, we do not find despair, but rather the deepest truth. Impermanence is not a curse, but a gift, allowing us to grow, to learn, and to fully embrace the beauty of life as it unfolds.